Hi, budget friends. Happy New Year. I hope you all had a safe and wonderful time ringing in the new year. It's hard to believe that 2024 is over and it's already 2025. I feel like December went by very fast in a flash. So, today I'm going to be giving you my last net worth update for this year or last year, 2024, showing where I stand financially as of December 31st, 2024. And I'll also be walking you through my progress throughout the entire year from January to December. So, this is my net worth spreadsheet that I created. I'm going to populate it, update all of my balances in the purple row or purple column right there, and you will see my net worth for December. So let's get started. As you can see, as I update all of my account balances, it's updating all of the numbers in my spreadsheet. I did want to mention this car loan here. I made a small extra payment so that my car loan would be under $20,000. And the $20,000 is what I owe for the car loan, including interest for the entire term of the loan. So that was one of my goals for 2024 that I met. So I wanted to get it under $20,000, which I did. So let's keep going. My retirement account went down quite a bit. Stocks were not great in December. So my car property value, one of the cars, the value went up slightly. Some of these balances down here at the bottom are a little bit small or have zero. And that's it. So there you have it. That is my total net worth for December of 2024. You can see here that my assets are my cash, my savings, my investments, and my property. All of those values total up my assets. And then for my liability, those are my loans, which is my car loan, and my debts, which are my credit card debts. And I don't have anything for taxes or collections. Those are my liabilities. And if I take my assets minus my liabilities, that gives you my total net worth for the month of December 2024, and this is as of December 31st. So my total net worth is $169,181.97. Over the course of the year, I thought perhaps there might be a chance that I would reach 200,000. I was pretty close for a little while, but it looks like we have gone down in December. So I did not meet 200,000 in assets in 2024. Unfortunately, we went the reverse way in December, and I was over 170,000 in my net worth in last month's video in November, but it looks like we are actually under the 170,000 mark this month. So that's unfortunate. But I'm going to show you my total progress throughout the year now. So here is my total progress throughout the months of 2024, starting in January until December. And so in January, my total net worth was 128,719. And in December, my total net worth is under 170. So I'm at 169,182. You can see in November, I was at 173,722, but we've gone down. We're actually down. We were higher from October, but September was a better month, and we're higher than August. So a little bit of a um, uncertain market. The stock market kept going up and down throughout. I was for the most part until September, and then we went down in October, way up in November, and then back down in December. So it's been a little bit up and down. Anyway, regardless of that, my total progress from the beginning of January until December for the year, my total net worth actually went up a little over $40,000. So that's fantastic. And that is from my savings, which went up from a little over 6,000 in January until December. We're at over 13,000. So we've doubled the amount for the most part. Yeah, we doubled the amount, and we are at 6,668 of increase from in my savings from January. And in my investments, even though there was a fluctuation for the investments in the last few months, my investments did increase from 128,641 to 154,702, which is an increase of $26,062, which is fantastic. My property overall from the beginning of the year is actually down $850, which is expected because cars do decrease in value over time. So a loss of $850 for that. But my total assets for the year have gone up $29,894 total if I add all of those up. And then as far as my loans, I was able to pay off $4,015 in my car loan throughout the year, which is great. And I have been able to pay off $6,554 in my credit card debts. This number is a little bit deceiving because I have one credit card that does fluctuate because I pay it off each month. And the other two credit cards that I have, I've been paying off. So this number is accurate from the beginning of the year until the end of the year. However, it is a little bit slightly off potentially because I do carry a balance from month to month. Well, I don't carry a balance. I pay off the full balance from month to month for the one credit card that I have. And right now I do have a balance of like $1,200. But I always have a bit of a balance every month. So essentially, this is a pretty accurate representation. So if I take all of my liabilities for the years or the months throughout the year, I had $35,057 in total liabilities. So those are all of my debts and my loan added all together. And now I'm at under 25,000. So I have made progress for my liabilities that I owe of $10,569. So if I take my assets and my liabilities and the progress that I've made all together, that gives me that $40,463 of an increase in my net worth throughout the year, which I think is fantastic. Now, this is my representation, my bar charts of my net worth throughout the year. So it's a little bit of a visual representation, and you can see how my net worth has generally increased for most of the months. We did have a decrease in April, and we did have a decrease in October, and we did have also a decrease in December. But for the most part, you can see that there has been progress in my total net worth. And that is mostly because I've been trying to increase my assets. And you can see that there is pretty much a mirror image of the decrease months for my assets. And that's because my assets are mostly made up of my investments. So my investments are all pretty much in stocks. So if the stock market has a dip, then my investments will have a dip. And so my assets will go down and my net worth will go down. So that's what we're seeing here. But essentially, we're still making some progress for my assets as well. And then here is a great representation of my debts, and my debts are my credit cards. So the in the beginning of the year, you can see here that my debts were much larger, and now I made a lot of progress. And I'm just looking at this now. I made I cut my debts in half essentially throughout the year. So the visual representation is very encouraging, and that's why I like to have bar charts, because I can see my progress, which is great. And here is the representation of my liabilities. My savings will fluctuate. You can see here this increase was because I had gotten a bonus in the beginning of the year, so that's why there was such an increase here, and I was able to keep that bonus in my savings, which is why I made so much progress in that category. And then there was a decrease. There was a decrease in September, and that's because of a savings account that I had for holiday funds, and that's when I usually start spending, or putting aside the money set, that I'm going to spend for the holidays throughout October, November, and December. So that's why there was a decrease there, but I've been making some progress in increasing the savings again. And my cash fluctuates a lot, because that's just the amount that I have in my checking account. So I don't usually um, keep track of my progress on my cash, because it fluctuates so much. And I'm going to inch this over slightly so you can see there's my investments here and my property, which also fluctuates, but it essentially overall has a decrease. And then my car loan, which also had a decrease over time. And that's all I have for my net worth for December and my overall review and look back at my 2024 net worth progress throughout the year. And thank you so much for following along with me on my net worth journey this year. Your support means the world to me, and I'm happy to continue to share my progress with you. I plan to keep posting monthly updates on my net worth progress throughout 2025 as well, and I would love to have you join me every step of the way. If you've been enjoying these updates, please like this video, comment with any thoughts or questions, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update. Thanks again for watching. Bye.